there. Follow! Boy, Prosper's been excellent. If he hasn't been driving, he's been crashing the boards.
My name is Olivier-Maxence Prosper, and you're watching NextGen on Sportsnet. I grew up around the game. I mean, it's in my blood. My parents played college at Concordia University in Montreal, and growing up, I just remember going to their senior league games and being on the side, you know, with my little basketball, shooting on the side hoops, you know, just having fun. And that's really how it all started for me. I just grew up around the game, and I just started loving it, just watching my parents play, you know, watching basketball on TV and being around it so much that I just grew an interest for it. And then as I grew older, I mean, just the love for the game since a young age and being around it, that's what really made basketball my passion.
He was just athletically blessed. Omax played tennis, he was good at it. He played basketball, he was good at it. He played soccer, he was good at it, you know. There was something about basketball, I think that was probably a bit more obvious because he was so much around the sport.
Also, he liked to compete. So
Yes.
in everything he did, he wanted to compete. He wanted to be the best, he wanted to. So his competitiveness was, you know,
Yeah, he's always been very competitive, yes.
He would do what needs to be done to be the best at what he can do.
Yeah.
My uncle, he was a big influence on me. I mean, he was my coach when I played for Brookwood Basketball in the NBL. He was always a tough guy and really like pushing me like in a more tough way, but I loved it because it gave a different perspective, and I needed him to really push me and be my coach during those years.
Everybody wants to win, everybody wants to be great, but the understanding of the discipline and the sacrifice that they will take to be great and to be successful, to me, is what truly sets Omax apart, and that's his best trait, is not fearing and not running away from the work to be successful.
He finds his drive from obviously my parents and how they're pushing him, but I also think it's to set an example for me. Honestly, he's always been like that. So I feel like he's always gonna try to be better knowing that someone's looking up to him.
When I was 16, I left home for the first time. I mean, at a very young age, this was everything I needed for me to make that jump and mature from a kid to really a young man. At the NBA Academy, I played with and against the best players all across the world, and I just wanted that challenge. I wanted that next thing to push me to be even better, and that's why I made that decision.
I think coming here for who Omax is, like, this is really pushing his athleticism and allowing him to grow into who he can be as a defensive player and as an offensive player.
The deal breaker for me was Shaka Smart. Going through the recruiting process again as a transfer, I was really looking for a connection with the head coach. You know, one thing I got from him, from all the conversations we had, he was investing into his players and he wanted our best, and that's what I was really looking for.
I thought Omax did a terrific job of coming in here, learning, growing. He really made a lot of strides as a teammate. You could see him really making an effort to connect with some of his new teammates. He didn't know anyone here, but he had a lot of terrific moments. I thought he did a great job in a lot of situations where we said, hey, here's a star player from the other team. We need you to do a phenomenal job taking him out on the defensive end. Those guys playing together on Team Canada with the 19 and under team, I watched every one of those games, and it was like, wow, this is a really good group. I mean, this group has a chance to make some real noise, and then they end up medaling.
That was my first time playing for Team Canada, putting on a Canada jersey, and felt amazing to represent my country. Getting that medal with those guys and the way we did it and winning those games, something that I will cherish for a long time, and I'm glad that we got the job done. Looking at the talent level that we have now, the young players, it's going to be scary. It's going to be very scary what we can do. It's very exciting, and I mean, I think we have a very bright future on the senior men's team.